Okay, this could be a little strange, but have you ever wondered what happens to a murder scene after the murder? Especially those murders where the killer just has no respect for a clean and tidy home. I'm talking about blood everywhere. The walls, the floors, the furniture. And what about the body? You know, if the killer got away with it. Surely there has to be an easier way to deal with these things. Think of all that mess. If only there was a cleaning service you could call on for all those tricky needs.
The owner of a nearby sushi restaurant called Banach. Normally he'd order goods, but this time he needed urgent help with some garbage that was left by uninvited guests.
Well, in Body of Evidence, you get to tackle the mess of a murder head on. You play as Mark, a train conductor that wakes up and finds himself in the middle of a murder scene. After following instructions from a few anonymous phone calls, Mark takes on the role of a cleaner, clearing up bloodstains, rearranging furniture, and most importantly, disposing of the bodies. The story doesn't get too much deeper than that, with only a few bits of dialogue to go on. Most of the time, there is never really an explanation as to why or how you're doing what you're doing. Body of Evidence is a good-sized game at around 30 levels. However, the gameplay can get a little repetitive. Your main objectives are to clear up the mess, remove the weapons, and get rid of the body. The game does gently add more mechanics, and the pressure of a timer in each level keeps you focused on the task, but your role is clear. You are the cleaner. The game starts rather abruptly, and more than once I had the feeling that I didn't really know why I was somewhere or what the purpose of the level was. For example, the van level, where you need to empty the bodies from the back of the van into the lake. It took me a while to realise that after every main level, it would add one body to the van. Once you hit the capacity of 10 bodies, you need to visit this level in order to empty them out, one body at a time. This broke up what was otherwise interesting gameplay, with a repetitive and long sequence of back and forth. The controls in Body of Evidence are simple to pick up, and the whole game is played in a first-person perspective. Annoyingly, you will need to interact with some small items like bullet cases on the floor, and this can be a little tedious with the game's camera controls. There are just enough prompts to get you through each new level without any hiccups. Body of Evidence isn't without its charms though. The whole game has a very monotone look to it, one that lends itself well to the atmosphere and definitely makes the blood splatter stand out. The graphics on the whole are a pretty simple and clean look, a little rough around the edges but completely playable and runs at a stable frame rate. It's also full of pop culture references. The dark humour really helps to bring the game to life and sometimes even makes up for some of the low points. I played Body of Evidence for around 4 hours. It's an intriguing dark humour simulation with completionist elements and a simple story. Although the gameplay isn't groundbreaking or innovative, it is an interesting perspective on a task-based sim. Body of Evidence will get you living your post-murder cleaning fantasy. It may not have completely killed us, but it's definitely worth a stab in the dark. We rated this game a 6. But what's your score? Let us know your review in the comments below. Thanks for watching this review. We'd love it if you liked this video and subscribe for more from Nintendo Edit.